Welcome everybody to Brands Hatch. Right now we are qualifying for this long 30-minute race. Want to see where I stack up on the leaderboard. I have done a lot of rivals at Brands Hatch at the moment, so hopefully with that knowledge, skill and way too many laps to set a decent time, I will be able to set a decent qualifying lap. I have noticed again the stuttering is back on PC players where they're qualifying. There's like a skip frame, and then I think it tries to compensate for that because you skip a little bit forward. You may notice it in this video as we are qualifying. I didn't notice it take away any time though. That used to be the world's biggest gripe I had. That's the reason, one of the main reasons I stopped qualifying was because every time you had that little skip or late lag or whatever you want to call it, I also lost a second or a few tenths at least during the qualifier. So that in itself used to really put you down the pedestal of stacking up, which was, like I say, as you know, extremely frustrating. But thankfully I think it's still there. There you go, there's that little bit of frame lag I was talking about there. Nothing to do with the recording, it literally is during the race, and it is really frustrating. You see, it just randomly just stutters, but it doesn't lose you any time from what I have noticed. Anyway, Caravaloni. Oh, I've gone off track. Okay, that lap was awful. It has set a 133.2. How on earth did I gain 0.3 seconds on the qualifying lap? Oh my dear. Right. Well, this isn't going to be a lap, and this next lap, I'm trying to get my sentence out. This next lap is going to be the lap I have to set it on, because let's say we do a 130 a lap, we only have 2 minutes left, or less than that. I mean, I'm in position 6, ain't too bad. Let's try again, shall we? Right, up the hill we are going. We've got 133.202 to beat. Around this corner, not the best of corner entries, but certainly not the worst I've done in my my lifetime. Down here, as the curb starts touching the brakes, onto the curb on the left, accelerate out the other side. Could have gone through that a little bit faster. I have plenty of runoff on the right hand side. I could have used a delicious taco. Is saying something in chat, no idea what it's saying because chat is turned off. Up the hill we go, and flat out down the straight here. Oh, War Caroline still set at 133.202. Nobody's beat that yet, but you never know what happens in the last 30 seconds of the qualifying series. It has bit me in the butt a few times where I thought, oh, set a great lap, and then somebody's magic could come in the last 0.02 of a second and set a half a second lap faster than me. It is what it is. We are 2 attempts down on this lap, so hopefully this latter section here we can make that back up. We have Endgamer up in front, who's also trying to set a better than a 140. We are 0.084 off our best up to now. That includes the falling off the track. Braking down to third gear, going through here now. Nice little cut of the grass. Could have gotten the power just a tad earlier. Fuel low coming up on the screen. We are setting a 131.2.785. That was close. That's actually 5 times quicker than position 2, which is really good. But I do know I can do better. I think my best now is a 131.7, or was it 131.4? Anyway, doesn't matter. We do have position 1 secured, and we start off the race. Look at that. There we are. And hopefully we get a great start off the line. By looks at it, we have going to bring it over to the left, get a much better entry into turn 1 as we come around this corner now, and down the hill we go. Crazy thing is, not all of us had such a luxurious start to the race, such as this purple MG right there. Coming down the hill, we're going to back over to the right hand side, looking out for the curb to start, touching the brakes, over the curb on the left and onto the green pad on the right hand side. Coming down here, just after the 100 board, braking down to second gear, turning in and accelerating just as you pass that white line, and out the other side we go. Flat out down this long back straight, looking at what's happening behind us as So gives the Mercedes a little bit of a clout, pushes them a little bit wide off the track. But my end of the story isn't going to be too well. Coming down here now, I just didn't have the best of corner entries into this section here, and a little fart can up the right hand side does manage to gain that position. Kind of frustrating really, because I was pushing this car, and I think I was just pushing it just a little bit too much too early on, and which has resulted in a situation where I've had to over brake to compensate for the lack of grip. Thus, the fart can manage to take that move from me, or position from me, shall we say. Behind us, though, things start to become a little bit spicy between Endgamer and this car here. As Endgamer comes off track, comes back over in front of this car here, and this car just refuses to brake, and it just gets absolutely barreled as they're coming around the start and finish line. And they're so just barreling their way through as well. Yeah, thankfully I'm away from all this barreling, shall we say. it's just so chaotic. Oh, there we go, off the track. Not much has changed for myself, except for I do go a pixel wide off the track, and the steward said that is worth a 0.8 second penalty. Absolutely worth it, and absolutely love it. 0.8 seconds for being just a pixel over the threshold, shall we say. Bit frustrating, and the little fart can up in front is 0.4 seconds away. So they are creeping away from me ever so slightly. Thing is, I know I'm quite confident in this latter section of the track, so hopefully I'll be able to reel them back in as we go around this corner now, down in third gear. Should have gone over that curb a little bit more than I did. There's 0.5 seconds away right now. 0.6 clicking onto it, down the third gear, over the curb we go, and Caravaloni goes off the track and goes gardening. So thankfully we have position one back. I went quite slowly through that last corner there because I thought they were going to slide back on the pit me. I didn't know they were ghosted. Thankfully though, position one is re-secured. I do have that 0.8 second penalty, and Harlem in the Honda Civic behind us is not all that far away. So I've got to keep the hammer down. Also, I forgot to mention, I am on medium tyres. I know it's a long race. I want to see how long mediums last. If I go from medium to hard, we'll see how that goes. Talking about seeing how that goes, these two cars here have the most funniest battle I have seen in a little while, to be honest with you. Purple MG backs out from turn 1 and lets Endgamer get that position. Goes up the left hand side here, Endgamer's coming over a little bit, and it ended up being rather argy-bargy through turn 2. Coming out of turn 2, this happens. How? Just how? Oh, I don't know sometimes. But we are coming down this back straight, 1.6 seconds away from Harlem 997 behind us. We are still rocking our 0.8 second penalty. And GDO Pinker Brown is 4.7 seconds behind, 4.8 now with a 2 second penalty. So we are doing rather well, keeping that pace up lovely, and just got to make sure we stay consistent throughout this whole race. I think these medium tyres are helping a lot. We're now 1.8 seconds away from the cars behind. Just got to keep this time going. What are we setting at the moment? Our best lap is a dirty lap of a 134.25 seconds, which is not good at all. Let's see what we're going to set this lap around again. It is going to be a dirty lap, sadly. We're setting a 133.6. Still a good bit off our decent lap time best. We're still, though, 1.8 seconds away from the car behind, 4.9 away from position 3, and 5.6 seconds away from position 4. The bumping behind us hasn't really stopped yet. As you can see, the Lancia and the Mercedes are having a kissing contest where who can transfer the most paint in one setting. They're coming around this corner now, and the Mercedes did go rather wide, and the Lancia is staying up inside. These are positions 7 and 8. There's a person gone off into the gravel on the right hand side there, and the pack is starting to spread out a little bit now. Everybody's starting to get into like sections, shall we say. This is a 2-car section here. There's a couple of car sections up ahead, and there's a couple of car sections quite a bit behind as well. Ourselves are by ourselves, 2.2 seconds away from the car behind. And tyres are still looking pretty good. Actually are doing our better lap, 0.374 up from our previous best at the moment. And this is going to be a clean lap as well, which is great news, I think. We've gone through this section a little bit quicker, but I erred on the side of caution. I wanted to make sure I got through that corner without going off the grass. At the moment, the way I'm seeing things is, yes, I can be quick. but I don't want to be quick enough that I overdrive myself. I want to be quick enough that I'm starting to leave a gap a little bit more each lap away from Harlem 997 behind, but whilst also remaining at a good consistent level and controllable level, shall we say. I know 2 seconds sounds like a lot, but it really isn't, because if you're looking at it from Harlem's point of view, I'm only that far ahead of him. It really is not a lot. And also they are in Honda Civic as well, and Honda Civic really is good at this track. So 2 seconds, it could be a case of a couple of misshifts, could be a case of just touching the grass once. You know, if you hit a wall, you've really wrecked it. So trying to make sure that I can keep a good consistent time throughout the race is what's going to separate me from the cars behind, and just make sure I keep that pace on. It certainly was a great choice to make sure that I picked medium tyres for the start of this race, because what we are now 5 laps in, and these medium tyres are doing rather well, to be fair. I was tempted to go soft and then see if hard would last, but I didn't think they would work. So medium tyres certainly was the right choice to make at this point of the race. Crazy enough though, Caralavoni, or I'm going to call Blop now, is not having their best moments again. As coming around this corner now, the touch of the grass, and they go wide again through this corner. So that's certainly, I'm going to name it their nemesis corner at the moment, because they seem to really like the gravel Enfield at the end of it. To be fair though, it is a very hard corner to master, because it is a very quick corner. You got to make sure you get up onto the pad on the right hand side and cut that corner as much as you can. And if you do stray wide, you've got to get off that power, because as soon as you touch that grass will swallow you whole. It's absolutely brutal. Thankfully though, we haven't had that issue yet. It's the kind of corner I play a little bit more cautiously than I do absolutely send it. Coming around this corner now, a little bit of tail out happiness, and up the hill we go. Nothing like warming up your tyres by going sideways into a corner. It's actually quite a funny corner to get right. It's really awkwardly paced. It goes in wide and comes out quite shallow and sharp. So yeah, it's a corner that I am still trying to master. Coming down here now, braking at 100 ball, down in 3rd gear, cutting that corner onto the curb on the outside. Beautifully done. Front tyres are 58% worn, well 57% left, sorry, and 59% respectively. Yeah, they are starting to show their age ever so slightly, but we are keeping a relatively good pace up again away from the cars behind. Talking about cars behind, I think this Mercedes does kind of an unusual move. Cutting that corner to go up the inside of the Elantra, except for colliding with the Elantra, and thankfully they brake to let the Elantra go again and let them regain their position, but the Elantra goes gardening anyway. Let me know what you think down in the comments below about the move the Mercedes made. To me, it's kind of a grey area. You're cutting the track, but you're not going against the track limits because you are just within bounds of them. Is it a move that they should have backed out of and not done to start with, or is it a move that they should have followed through on? Let me know again down in the comments below. Ourselves are doing pretty well. We set a better best lap of a 132.621, and we are bettering ourselves on this lap as well, although our tyres are starting to get quite worn. Harlem 997 in the Honda Civic behind is now 4.3 seconds away, and Azza 8585 is 11 seconds away, and Frida Box, I think they're also in the fart can, there they are, is almost 12-13 seconds away. So Blop is trying to overtake Frida Box up ahead. Both in the fart cans are both going to be on a very level playing field. It's crazy to think that Blop was in position 1 until they went off on the grass, and now they're all the way down in position 5, almost 15 seconds away from myself at the moment. Goes to show that that corner there can really be brutal against you. To be fair though, Blop does a great move up the inside there. The old cut through in that corner onto the pad on the outside, gaining that position from Fraser, and away they go up to position 4. That was close, and nearly lost it again. Oh my god, it really is all about corner entry back there. If you get that corner entry right, you got the rest of that corner lined up perfectly. If you don't get it right, you are going gardening. And you saw how slow Blop was going. as they enter that corner. They've got to master that corner entry. Well, looking at our tyres at the moment, we are on minor wet. We are on lap 8. Now this is a 19 lap race. And I have a feeling that if I can make these tyres last a little bit longer, I can choose another set of medium tyres. And I've not done this before, and I don't know if anybody else has done it before. Let me know down in the comments below. But have you gone through the race, a long 30-minute race in a touring car, and chosen 2 sets of medium tyres? Because I'm going to try it, because I have the time to do so. And I think in reality this Honda has been really conservative on its tyres, and I think credit where credit's due, it has done a great job. Question is, do I pit now and the latter half of the race suffer on worse tyres, or shall I suffer now and then be better off later down the line? Usually I try and split it bang on in the middle, but 42% of my tyre left, 44, 41 now. Gonna keep out for one more lap, because this is going to be lap 9, and when I go into the pits I'll be then clicking onto lap 10. Then I'll have also 9 laps of new fresh medium tyres, and it literally would be a split pretty much down the middle. And I don't feel, to be honest, where this car is behaving at the moment, that I'm actually sacrificing too much. I think it's actually handling pretty well, considering. I think Honda is really excelling in every department. I've fallen in love with it again, guys. Sorry to say. I think with this new BOP changes they've brought in and things like that, it's so great to see this Honda Civic back. And it's just like I say, I will call it just about the handling king. But let me know what your favorite TCR car is down in the comments below. Talking about Honda Civics, we have this really nice livery Honda Civic right now, following onto a delicious taco. Yep, fair enough. What do you put in your taco, sir? How do you make it delicious? Because I am curious to know. Tacos are funny old creatures, and if they are not made just about right, they're not the best. And they kind of all soggy and sloppy and not very nice. But let me know what you put in your taco to make it so delicious. Honda Civic is going up the inside of a delicious taco, and really made that move exceptionally well and made it work. And almost a delicious taco did collide into the back of him, but the Honda Civic missed the gear, smashing itself off the rev limiter like most Hondas with VTEC. And the Mercedes wants to join the party and go 3 wide into this corner here. Someone's going to lose. A delicious taco is gone off to make a delicious taco. And yeah, that was brave. Very brave. But whilst we are just exiting the pits, I'd like to take a quick moment out to thank our channel members, which is Jeffrey Anderson, Andy Good, Submatic, DMC Motorsport, Daniel Adams, Crazy 8, AKA47, and Sapphire. Thank you guys ever so much for supporting the channel. If you enjoy what you're watching here and you haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. It really does help the YouTube algorithm go, do you know what, his content is okay. Coming out of the pits, we are in position 3, so we have 2 cars ahead of us that haven't pitted yet, and 1 car behind us who hasn't pitted yet themselves. Toxic Boy 30, we're going to have to try and make a move on them. Again, I am on another set of medium tyres, so we should be much faster than that car up in front. As you see now, we are starting to reel them in. So I'm going to stick my nose up the inside there, try and make a move. There we go, poking my nose in, pushing on the throttle, try and get the inside and get a much better run than themselves on the right side. Hopefully a little bit slipstream will come into play here as well, as I am getting squeezed a little bit here. Yeah, it's going to end quite well. Oh, they've backed out of this corner now, as you can see here, and I managed to hold on to that line. I got kind of nervous. I thought they might try and push me off the track. Usually when you get squeezed like that, that is usually the aim of the game, but thankfully Toxic Boy there wasn't toxic and let us by gracefully. Thank you, and credit where credit is due. Goes to show really how much quicker these medium tyres are compared to the worn hard tyres that this Audi driver is using at the moment. And what, about a second and a half up ahead already, which is really insane. I wonder if this driver is going to go into the pits now. Yes, they are. which gives us a little bit of freedom. Oh, there we are. Fred the box. Oh my gosh, could have been easier. Is also in the pits as well. So we are now back into position 1. Harlem 997, who is in the Honda Civic behind us, is now 4.8 seconds away. I think that's pretty much everybody has pitted throughout this race, and I am kind of curious what the tyres, what everybody was on, because they're pitting now. Their hard tyres have only lasted a few laps more than my medium tyres, or maybe 1 or 2 laps more. But back onto Caravavoni, the block car, they are up to position 4 now, but they have nobody really around them that they can compete with. 1.3 seconds away from this Mercedes up in front, and there is Harlem that is in the Honda Civic in front of them. This Mercedes though is very, very quick, I must say. It's actually a very competitive car on this track, and it really does corner very well, and it has a good bit of throw in it as well. So I do think the Honda Civic needs to be wary of what this Mercedes is capable of, because they have slowly been reeling cars in and working their way up the pack throughout this race. You see actually how stable that Mercedes is. It's really, really incredible. I'm going to have to give it another go, because it's been a long time since I've driven a Mercedes. What, about a year now since I've been in one of these? And don't forget that with the BOP changes, this Mercedes is now a bit more competitive. And maybe in some cases, like this track for example, is better than most other vehicles at this track. Whether it's better than the Honda Civic, don't know, but I'll try and find out. I'm going to have to give it a blast and see what it's all about. I myself is now 5.5 seconds away from Harlem 997 behind, and tyres are still looking rather pretty. We only have, what, 7 more laps to go, so hopefully with a bit of tyre saving and a bit of consistency, we'll be able to make it towards the end of the race. The last thing I want to do is click onto severe tyre wear, because that is awful, I must say. But talking about the Mercedes catch up the Honda Civic, there they go, made that move on the Honda Civic, and it really was a case of what, 20 seconds, and they reeled that car in. Absolutely insane. So now we have the Mercedes that is in position 2. Would have been dope if the Honda Civic managed to keep up their pace, and it would have been Honda Civic position 1, Honda Civic position 2, and then maybe Mercedes position 3, unless another Honda Civic joined the party. That would have been a right laugh. But at the moment they are almost 6 seconds away from behind us, but hopefully we'll be able to keep our pace up and stay on target. Not too far down the pack, we have position 8 and 9 battling each other, both in Audi RS3s, which is going to be quite interesting really, because they're both going to set the same kind of pace. So the Audi comes over to the right hand side, looks for the inside move of the left hand car, and yeah, I'm not too sure, a bit of funkiness happens there. Whether they thought they hit Toxic Boy or not, I'm not too sure, but Toxic Boy managed to regain that position back. Ourselves though, we are now 5.8 seconds away from AZA 8585, which is the Chrome Mercedes. Harlem is now 7.5 seconds away. So over a period of time, I've been creeping away from Harlem 997, whilst AZA has been pretty much keeping pace with me. Maybe reeled me in ever so slightly, but don't forget they also have a 1.2 second penalty. So hopefully, even if they do catch up, which I don't think they will, I hope they don't, that we also have that penalty, which would be what, 0.4 seconds overall to our benefit. So long as I keep within, well, close to them, we will be okay. Fingers crossed it doesn't come to that. Thing is, Block though themselves haven't been doing too well. They are all the way down now to position 7, which is quite a fair shout away from where they started, pretty much outside next to me. It just goes to show that a race can just change in an absolute heartbeat. Or it could be that the fact they've gone onto hard tyres and everybody else has gone from hard to medium tyres, that they are no longer setting the pace they once was. Is that a car up ahead of me? I think I'm starting to chase down or lap a car ahead. Thankfully though, AZA is now 6.1, 6.2 seconds away from me. The car I'm chasing down has gone gravel castle building. Yep, beautiful castle they were making. It has rooms and everything like that in it. Yeah, I let my imagination run away with me there. Coming down here, we lost a few seconds from Azza, who's now 5.7, 5.8 seconds away from me. I'm just getting distracted by the good old sandcastle builder. Coming around here now, tyres are looking okay. They're okay at best. Not too sure whether they're in the good scenario because we have a few more laps to go. And I would say we're about halfway between clicking onto minor wear. 5.4 seconds away from Azza, 85 behind. They are starting to slowly reel us in. I mean, we are setting a best lap of a 131.961, but I'm not too sure whether we're on pace in this lap right now. We're a second down on this lap, so there is time to be found. Just not got the pace I had earlier on, so we've got a refresh, sit back, and start leveling up the game again a little bit more and get that pace down. I do have to make sure though I don't let that car behind get into my head and thus push myself too much to make an incident, because I have 5 seconds to play with here. Like, you know, it's not like they're on my tail and giving me pressure at the moment. I can see the pressure setting in because they are reeling me in, but the pressure is not on my shoulders just yet. Harlem is now 10 seconds away, and position 4 is almost 21.4 seconds away, 21.5 now. Crikey, that is quite the gap. You can see everybody on the field really spread out, which is really unusual to see, actually. Really unusual to see, because usually we have like sections where you see that now coming down the back straight, that section there, about 4 or 5 cars together there, and they are all friends with each other, unbeknown to them. But yeah, everybody's a section, but that's the only section on this track. Like, everybody else is singular, which is really crazy. I've only ever seen it happen once or twice in my racing, I've got to be honest. What is making me nervous though is Azza has found another second upon us, and our tyres are starting to show their age. 4.3 seconds away, I can see them behind. They're not that far away. I'm hoping for is they either A, make a mistake, or B, I can hold them off at 4.3 seconds away. I mean, I have been relaxing it down a little bit. I haven't been setting the pace I could do, because I'm trying to tyre save at the same time as be consistent. You know, it's kind of a hard mix. Not too sure what tyres they are on behind, because if they are also on medium tyres, they're in the same boat as me. I would be shocked if they are on hard tyres reeling me in, though that would be quite disturbing, because if they're on hard tyres reeling me in, they still have tyre grip left over, and I do not. I mean, I have 3 laps remaining, and they are only 4 seconds away. So it is going to be nerve-wracking. It's going to be close. And I've lost 2 attempts coming around that section there alone, so there is time upon myself to be found, and that isn't helping matters. That really didn't help matters. There goes another second, maybe more. There we are, from 4 to 3, 2.9, just over a second. And the thing is, with that happening, it also builds up the confidence of the car behind, knowing that they can start really reeling me in. They know the pressure's setting on, or they know my tyres are starting to wear, so they're going to push harder. And yeah, that again further closes the time gap we have away. So yeah, not good, because one of my tyres have now clicked onto minor wear. Deary me. Okay, we've really got to get this hammer down now. Try and push forward. Try and push away from that car. 3.1 seconds away. We found a little bit of time. Not the best of corner entries here, but quick, and that's what we need. 3.4, 3.5. Oh, they've gone into the pits. Oh, no way. 2 laps remaining, they've gone into the pits. That's going to be what, 25 seconds in the pits. So when they come out of the pits, they're going to be behind Harlem, behind GDO Pinker Brown. Oh, GDO's in the pits as well. Oh, that is unexpected. I did not expect that. Not for your final 2 laps. No way. Freda Jabax, the one in the Hyundai, is 27 seconds behind, and they've just left the pits now at 33 seconds. That's insane. It makes you wonder really actually how worn their tyres were. I mean, if they're anything like mine, you could make them last another 2 laps. But if they're on soft tyres, they certainly wouldn't have been able to. And they could be, if they were on soft tyres, why they'll really move back in. Oh man, that's insane. No way. That, I would never have expected that one. Never. I mean, Harlem is 13.6 seconds away. Where are they on the map? Oh, there we are. They're just coming down the, the back end there. The car behind them is just coming down the back straight. Wow. Yeah, I was getting nervous with Azza then. And it's probably why they were setting such a good pace and reeling everybody in. For example, they were on soft tyres. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that. That really, really has caught me off guard. I mean, Harlem behind 15 seconds away. Fred J-Bax is 28.1. Azza's 32. I mean, they're going to be on soft tyres. And they're going to be able to start to slowly reel me in because now we're on lap 18. 2 more laps to go. This one and the one after. And I've just clicked onto moderate wear. So my pace is going to be totally off. Harlem's in the pits as well. Lap 18, they've gone into the pits. No, I just can't believe it. I just cannot believe it. And I'm braving these tyres for 2 more laps. Am I making the right choice here, guys? You're going to have to let me know down in the comments below. This has really got me off guard. Azza's now in position 3. Harlem is gone behind Carvaloni, which is the block Hyundai, which is 42 seconds away. Azza 30 and Fred is 28.1. So them two, I reckon, are going to start battling very soon. There's only a second and a half between them. And Fred is in the Hyundai Fartcan, and Azza's obviously the Chrome Mercedes. So it's going to be very interesting to see what balance is going to happen between them two. Yeah, wow. Okay. I mean, I've only got 1 lap to go. I am on minor wear. Those tyres are absolutely wrecked. Still holding the road rather well, I must say. What's going to make me nervous is this next few corners here. And if it just snaps onto severe wear, then I may end up going gravel castle building myself. And that's not what we need, to be fair. Because although it's kind of a progression on tyre wear, it still randomly does feel like a click now and again where you're 1 minute at normal tyre wear, then you're onto minor and you go, oh, I noticed a difference now. Whether that's in your head or not, I'm not too sure. Placebo effect, if they call it. But either way, yeah, these tyres are wrecked. I'm smoking up the inside tyre, just trying to find that grip. Azza overtook Fred. No way. 26 seconds behind. We're 1.2 second penalty. We are on our final section of the race here. All the tyres are goosed. And yeah, well, the rear tyres are doing quite well. I mean, could quickly pull over and swap front to backs, I guess. Wow. Brave. Nearly didn't make it there. That was brave. The tyres are warming up as I go through that section here. This is a section you'll be careful of. Take it nice and steady. Beautiful. Braking at 100 board here. I am slowing my pace right down because these tyres are really just don't want to hold that road. 24 seconds away, the cars are behind. I can't believe what happened to Harlem. Oh, I can't believe Harlem. We could have got 1-2, me and you. Oh dear me, but Azza, you managed to gain position 2. We have won the race in position 1, medium to medium tyre strategy, and we managed to make it work. And guess what? The cars finished this race without a scratch on it. Look at that. I mean, chances of that as well. Thank you all for watching. See you all next time. Goodbye.